EVs in 10 years, where will we be?
Mm. Well, I think BVs of the future will have less range, paradoxically. I think right now we carry the antidote to range anxiety in range per se, in absolute range. And we don't need to do that with a more mature, more reliable, and more prolific fast charging network. I think with cell chemistries that allow faster C rates of charge rates, uh, faster charging chemistries, we'll transition our range anxiety antidote from carrying range in the car to more dependency upon a mature fast charging network where we have I don't get gasoline range anxiety. Not that I drive a gas car anymore, but I never did because I've been here long enough, Jason, to know there's a gas station on every street corner in
Right.
America.
Right.
So that's why I don't get gas car range anxiety. So why should I get electric car range anxiety if that was the case? And so and if I knew I could fill full of electrons really fast. So I think that the future lies with ultra efficient, smaller range cars. Supposing we could get our Vision 6 project become a reality that we're developing in-house, we could get 6 miles for every kilowatt hour. Okay. And supposing the range of an electric car in the future, we only need about 240 miles of range because that would be enough because most people don't need to do 240 miles in a day. And if you could charge everywhere, you're good.
True.
Well, with 6 miles per kilowatt hour and just 240-mile range, you could achieve that with a 40 kilowatt hour battery pack. 6 times 40 is 240, right? And that's 40 kilowatt hour battery pack, 40 kilowatt hour pack is relatively tiny compared with the packs we use today. It could fit just comfortably under the front seats of the car, the front footwell, and be much lighter and make the car hugely more affordable with just a few $1,000s rather than tens of thousands that packs are costing us today. And that is an advent of a whole new arena of mobility for mankind. That's the way I see it going. Ultra high tech, ultra efficient, much smaller batteries with just enough range. Because, I mean, there is a historical precedent here. When iPhone came out, the competitors were chasing phones with, multiple day battery life. And it was seemed heresy when iPhone came out. It was only going to last 24 hours. How will we live? Well, everybody recognized they just plugged in every night. There's no problem, is there? And why carry all those batteries around? You can have a slim phone that fits in your pocket and you just plug it in every night. So just the equivalent is with a car. You can have a small battery pack that only goes about 200 miles range. It doesn't matter because you can plug it in anywhere. And you don't have to pay crazy money. You don't have to lug all these batteries around. You don't have to have all these mines. And then the draw of electricity on the grid is far less as well. And the interesting thing is, by virtue of carrying less batteries in the car, that inherently has a multiplier effect. It actually that you create a virtuous circle. Less batteries, and you inherently become more efficient. If you add batteries, a good way of looking at it is if you add 10 batteries, you need to add an 11th. And why is that? Because you just added the weight of 10 and you've got to lug those around. You need an 11th battery to make up for the 10 you just added. So that's the vicious circle. But if you could remove 10, I removed 10, I can remove one more because that was just lugging those other 10 around.